Assalamualaikum and peace be upon all listener. Today I want to tell a story about my favorite novel, which is Kasut Kelopak Jantung. As you know, this novel is given high school time where we have to read it and answer the question given by our teacher. I am interested in this novel because it can give us lesson, and there are interesting parts such as happy, sad, and family ties. So before I touch on the full story, we will look at the theme of this novel, which is the hardship of life of a poor student in going through the world of schooling named Ahmad. Ahmad is a poor student living in a rural area. Every day Ahmad would go to school barefoot because he could not afford to buy school shoes. And here we can see how difficult it is for slaves living in a rural areas to go to school where parents do not have a perfect job, and their difficulty to earn money to send their children to school. What I like is that despite their condition, the child still want to go to school under any circumstance. Before entering the synopsis of this novel, there are three main characters named Teacher Harun, Ahmad, and Ahmad mothers. So now we will enter the synopsis of this novel. This short story tells the story of Mr. Harun who received a gift package every year, especially on Teacher's Day. Remembering the event that happened 30 years ago when he was working as a teacher in the rural areas. Mr. Harun is in that strict teacher when it comes to the cheerfulness of students and classes. He is called Ahmad for not wearing school shoes even though it had been 3 weeks since the school season started. On the school field, Ahmad was once again called by Mr. Harun for not wearing sport cloth. Therefore, Mr. Harun fined Ahmad by telling him to find a raffia rope to tie the banana heart petals on its feet to be used as a shoes. Ahmad is a student who obeys his teacher's instruction to continue trying banana heart petals. He was ashamed of the fine imposed by Mr. Harun, who actually want Ahmad to buy school shoes for the safety of his feet. After the school day end, Ahmad ran home so that his heart-shaped shoes will not be detected by his friend. Since that day, Ahmad is not attend school. So Mr. Harun was surprised by the matter and found out that Ahmad want to quit the school. So Mr. Harun, who feels sorry for his fine against Ahmad, decided to go to Ahmad's house to find out the truth. Eventually, he found out that Ahmad lived with his ailing mother who could not afford to buy school shoes and had to take wedge picking chilies in other people's garden. So Mr. Harun, who was touched by Ahmad's kindness, bought him a pair of shoes and a pair of school uniform. Ahmad, who is grateful for Mr. Harun, gift as study hard and become a general manager at a leading shoe manufacturing company. Since that, Ahmad presents shoes to Mr. Harun in return for the service of his teacher. For me, that a lesson that I can learn from this novel is, although this novel was found in Form 1, but the memory of this story I really like and remember it until I finish high school. For me, this novel is a novel that can motivate young people today, where they are more concerned with electronic good than charity work, such as helping parents, neighbors, and the community. This novel gives me the motivation to survive in a situation where there are people who like and dislike us. If faced with such a person, we need not feel afraid because we have not done anything wrong. So that's all from me in telling a little bit about my favorite novel and what a lesson then can have from that novel. So I hope we will meet again in the future and tell more story. I hope your day is always happy and see you soon.
After reading the synopsis, we can know that Ahmad was often scolded by teacher Harun because Ahmad still did not wear school shoes from the beginning of school until the week school. So we can have the lesson in this novel. We must respect people who are older and more experienced than us. It doesn't matter if they are not our race, but the practice of respecting people is a practice for all race. In this short story tells the story Ahmad who respects his teacher even though his teachers call him every day and Ahmad doesn't not disobey instruction. In life, we also need repentance where we are aware of the mistake we make so as not to repeat them. If we have touched that we have done wrong, we should apologize and do good deeds. Father is responsible. We must shoulder the assigned task responsibly because we have done wrong. Besides that is perseverance. We need to persevere in facing challenge in life in order to matter. Therefore, we are justified in being responsible in something wrong because this matter plays an important role. Also is owning a job and trusting others. So that's all from me. I'm sorry because there is a broken part, so I just record it.